This program contains true stories of rescues. All of the 911 calls you will hear are real. Whenever possible, the actual people involved have helped us reconstruct the events as they happened.
In the small town of St. Tammany Parish, Louisiana, Independence Day is a time for celebration. On July 4th, 1991, Hollis Bennett was enjoying the holiday with family and friends.
We was just sitting around shooting the bull, just talking about everything, and 4th of July, barbecuing.
Hollis's wife, Augusta, was keeping an eye on their 17-month-old son, Kyle.
Kyle had been playing in the yard. He's wound up, full of energy, and wants to touch everything and see everything and feel everything.
Hearing Kyle scream, Gail Hodgson ran to check on him.
I was worried about the fire ants. And then the closer I got, I could see that it was coiled, and the tongue was just flickering.
It's getting! It's hitting on the foot! Oh, hurry up! It's been bit!
And once I saw that he was bitten, that's the only thing I thought of, was that he was going to die.
This is 911. Do you have an emergency? Yes, I do. What's the problem, ma'am? A child, a 17-month-old that's been bit by a copperhead. Oh, okay, ma'am. Do you have a choice of ambulance? I think so. I'm out here on Low Davis and Allen Road. Okay, ma'am, they'll answer in just a moment, okay? The best thing is try to keep the baby calm if you can, okay? Okay, ma'am, emergency one's on line. Go ahead, please. Hello? Yes, ma'am. I have a 17-month-old that's been bit by a copperhead. Okay, we'll get an ambulance right out. Can you patch the mother into with a paramedic? What are we supposed to do? Sure, one. Hold on, okay? Right. Are you patching it now? Okay, hold on.
If something happens to him, well, then really I just probably just want to give up on life itself, because to me, he's everything.
Joe Taylor killed the snake to take her to be identified so the baby could be properly treated.
I just assumed it was a copperhead. Then I found out later it was a cottonmouth. It was hard to believe, because I've been out here 3 years. I've never seen a snake.
A snake bite is particularly serious for a child that small, who could die from the venom within a few hours.
He's just now calm. I'm a nurse. Is there any special thing I need to do? He's swelling. Okay, just hold on a minute. I got him calling you, okay? Okay. Hold on.
Paramedic George Schwindling, already en route, was asked what first aid measures the parents should take.
Put a constricting band just above the bite site, not a tourniquet, a constricting band.
There are greater risks involved when a child is bitten by a snake, since a child is considerably smaller than an adult, and the venom has less body space to absorb into.
Okay, the paramedic is en route. He said you need to put a constriction band right above the bite
was trying to be strong. Hollis was trying to be strong. They were trying to take care of the baby. And I was trying not to show how scared I was. But inside, I was just shaking.
Oh, still. I know.
It had only been about 5 minutes. Kyle's foot had turned black, and he was swollen above his knee. So I knew the venom was going up on him awful fast. I was scared to death. Mostly I was afraid that the paramedics wouldn't get there in time, and I would have to start CPR on my own child.
It had taken us approximately 19 minutes to get to the child, and he was conscious and still crying at the time.
How long ago was he bitten? Do I have the snake?
Yeah.
They said only one of us could ride, so like my wife was being a nurse, I figured she would be more help to him than me.
They took off immediately. I was a little relieved. At least I knew that he wasn't going to die right there in front of us.
I could see him on the cardiac monitor. I knew he had some irregular heartbeats. But the paramedic was very reassuring, telling me that, you know, this is what he would expect him to do. I think at that point I realized I could let go. If he quit breathing now, they could do whatever needed to be done.
30 minutes after being bitten, Kyle was admitted to St. Tammany Parish Hospital and treated by Dr. Philip Gardner.
The top of his foot was all black and blue, and his leg was swollen up to a level of the knee. The concern was that there was still a lot of venom left in the top of the foot, and if that venom was absorbed and went systemic, that he did face a risk of death from the bite. The majority of snake bites that I see do not need antivenom.
Dr. Gardner told Kyle's parents that he believed the boy's chances of survival were better with the antivenom, even though he could suffer a fatal reaction to it. They agreed to take the risk.
He started crying again, Daddy, 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 Daddy.
Okay.
So I hunted him a little tune or whatever, and I just told him how much I loved him and that, you know, I was going to take care of him to the best of my ability, and I wasn't going to leave him for nothing.
When Dr. Gardner had told us that we needed to send him to Children's Hospital, I knew that he was pretty bad off, because we have some real good hospitals here, and if they couldn't take care of him and give him what he needed, then he was getting bad on us.
Throughout the 40-mile trip to Children's Hospital, they continued to administer the antivenom.
It seemed like for every mile we traveled, that the bridge got 2 miles longer. I guess in a way that's when it all hit me. Right now it's a matter of life and death for him.
2 hours after being bitten, 17-month-old Kyle Bennett was admitted to Children's Hospital in critical condition. There was little anyone could do but wait and see how he responded. His parents took turns watching over him. On the third day, Augusta arrived to find a dramatic change.
He was standing up in his bed on his foot. I just knew then it was over with. Everything was going to be fine.
2 months later, Kyle has completely recovered from the snake bite. His parents are grateful to everyone who helped save his life.
It takes a lot to be a nurse or a doctor, to stand there and work on a little kid like that. All I can do is tell them thank you from the bottom of my heart. Everybody was great.
Or you can't make your mind which one you want to look at, do you?
He's a curious little kid. He's still wound up and wears me out as quick as he can. And he's just a bundle of joy to be with.
It's called hedgehog.
You want to ride one of those? I don't want him to mosey away from me at all.
You want to ride an elephant?
So I'll probably be a very overprotective mother for a long time, at least till he's 25.
Next.